Math 7, Lesson 4.13, Multiplication and Division Equations with Decimals. Multiplication, or for solving multiplication and division equations with decimals, this is similar to solving multiplication and division equations with integers. Integers, again, are whole numbers and their opposites. So positive and negative whole numbers. The first thing we want to do is identify our variable. This is what we're going to be solving for. And we want to use the inverse operation on both sides to get our variable alone. We don't want to forget to line up our decimals when we're multiplying and dividing. We also don't want to forget that a positive multiplication, a positive multiplied or divided by another positive is going to be positive. A negative multiplied or divided by another negative is also going to be positive. So if the signs are the same, then it's going to be positive. A positive multiplied or divided by a negative is going to be a negative. So when the signs are different, it's negative, which means a negative multiplied or divided by a positive is also negative. So let's do some of these. If we have W divided by negative 6/10 equals 1 4/10, the first thing that we're going to want to do is identify our variable, which is our W. And it's being divided by a negative 0.6, so we want to do the opposite, which is multiply it by a negative 0.6. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we get our W by itself, and we get 1.4 times 0.6. We're going to multiply that. So we get 84, 1, 2 decimal places. So it is 0.84. And we have a positive being multiplied by a negative, which means our answer is going to be negative. So W equals negative 0.84. Number 2, first thing we want to do is combine all of our like terms. So we have 1, 2, 3 like terms that we want to add together. So we have 1n plus 2.5 n's, that's going to be 3.5 n's, plus another 1.5 n, so that is going to give us 5 n's. So now, coming over here, we have 5n equals 35. We want to get n by itself, and it's being multiplied by 5, so we do the opposite, which is divide both sides by 5. N equals 7. We're going to solve each equation for variables, so we're going to do a few of these. Number 1 is the first thing that we're going to want to do is identify our variable, and that is our A. And our so we're going to divide both sides by a negative 25.1 to get our variable by itself. That's going to give us an A over here, and we have 8.032 divided by negative 25.1, and that is going to give us a negative 0.32. which equals A, or another way to write it is A equals negative 0.32. Either way is correct. Let's do number 4. Number 4, solve for our n, It's being divided by 10, so we do the opposite, which is multiply both sides by 10. N equals, let's cancel out. Whenever we're multiplying a number by 10 and we have a decimal, an easy way to remember is just move the decimal place over one place value. So N equals 16. Number 5, N is what we're solving for, and it's being divided by negative 10.2, so we do the opposite, which is multiply both sides by a negative 10.2, multiply this one by a negative 10.2, and we get N equals, we're multiplying a positive by a negative, which means our answer is going to be negative, and that is negative 1.3974. Let's do number 8. What do we do when we have our variable in the denominator? We don't want to keep it in the denominator. We want to move it up to the numerator so that we can easily solve for it. The way that you get your variable out of the denominator is to multiply both sides by your variable, which is on the denominator. So when we do that, these two cancel out, and so now we just get 45 equals 0.9e. Now we have our variable in our numerator, and we just have actually a regular equation. Now we know what to do with it. Now we just do what we normally do, which is divide both sides by a 9/10, like 9. And when we do that, we get 45 divided by 0.9, which is 50, equals E, those canceled out, or E equals 50. So again, when our variable is in our denominator, just multiply it on both sides and it will bring it to the numerator or to the top to form a different equation that you can work with. Number 9 is we want to combine like terms, then solve for the variable. So in number 9, we're going to combine 2.5y plus 1.5y. So that is going to give us 4y's equals 28.8. Divide both sides by 4. And you get y equals 7.2. Number 10, we want to subtract those. So our negative is our bigger number. So we're actually going to put that on top. Find out how many more negatives we have by doing it this way. So we have 3.7 negatives. So we have 48 or 481 equals negative 3.7n. Divide both sides by negative 3.7 to get n by itself. Which gives us negative 130 equals n, or n equals negative 130.